Welcome back, student. Now we are going to do solubility and the solubility equilibrium. What we are going to do? Solubility and solubility equilibrium, that we are going to do there. Okay, now all of you see there, whenever we are talking about the solubility and the solubility equilibrium, then what to do there? Usually what is there in the case of solubility? Sometime we are adding some solids in the water. It will be soluble in the water, but when the excess of solid we are adding, so its solubility is going to be decreased, or we can say there will be a formation of saturated solution. Formation of saturated solution. आपने सुना होगा मीनिंग ऑफ सैचुरेटेड सॉल्यूशन. When you are adding the amount of solute again and again, okay, and no further solute can be dissolved in the water, that is when there will be a formation of saturated solution. Best example is there. Suppose there is a water, and in the water what you are adding? In the water, let it be you are adding the sugar. What you are adding there? Sugar. And in the starting it will be dissolved. In the starting it will be dissolved. Okay, but when you are adding more and more sugar, it will be remain on the surface, and the solution will become saturated solution. And if you will cool this solution, are going to cool this solution, then solution will become super saturated solution. But it will become super saturated solution, means its saturation is going to be increased. But if you will heat this solution, then it will become unsaturated. Are you getting now my point? One is saturated solution, one is unsaturated solution, and one is super saturated solution. Unsaturated solution is that where the further solute can be dissolved. Okay, and super saturated when you are cooling the saturated solution. And what is unsaturated? What is the saturated? When you can't dissolve any further solute. Clear? And just remember, whenever we are talking about the equilibrium, solubility equilibrium can be formed only and only in the saturated solution. Okay, for example, AgCl is partially dissolved in the water. Okay, so there will be formation of equilibrium. It will give Ag positive aqueous plus Cl negative aqueous. Mean in the saturated solution only there will be a saturated solubility equilibrium. Same way BaSO4. These all salts are partially soluble in the water, so they are going to make saturated solution, and due to this only there will be a solubility equilibrium. Understood my point? All of you. Same way NaCl, you are dissolving again and again, then there will be a solubility equilibrium. Clear beta? Okay. Then after that beta, we are having next one is there solubility product constant. Very important topic. Solubility product constant, or it is called KSP. What do you call it? KSP. Okay, this is very important. Usually this is done for the partially soluble salt in water. Okay, so let's do it with the examples. Okay, now I'm going to take the example I told you previously, AgCl. It will give Ag positive and the Cl, Ag positive and the Cl negative, and the value of the K will be concentration of product Ag positive into Cl negative and बेटा AgCl लिखा है मैंने सॉलिड, its value will become 1. Why 1? Because it is a pure solid. So what will left there? Only K is equal to Ag positive into Cl negative. And just remember one thing more, AgCl solid was 1, so you can write it K dash. क्या लिख सकते हो आप इसको? K dash. Okay, then after that what you can write over there? You can write K into K dash is equal to Ag positive aqueous into Cl negative aqueous. तो K into K dash will become KSP, solubility product. Clear? Are you getting my point? This is called solubility product. Okay, same way, but you can write over there any ions. I'm taking some another example for you people. You must see all of you. Let it be. There is a calcium sulfate. For the calcium sulfate, what will be there? Ca2 positive plus SO4 2 negative. Then KSP will be Ca2 positive into SO4 2 negative. Same way, let it be. There is PbSO4. PbSO4 is Pb2 positive plus SO4 2 negative. Okay, then it is going to give KSP will be equal to Pb2 positive aqueous into SO4 2 negative aqueous. Okay, beta? Is that clear to you to all? Okay. Then student, after that we are having very important part. Okay, very important part of this one, that what is the difference between the solubility product and the ionic product आपको पता होगा, हम पढ़ के भी आ चुके हैं बेटा. ओके, सॉल्युबिलिटी प्रोडक्ट क्या है हमारे पास, अभी हमने किया बेटा. सॉल्युबिलिटी प्रोडक्ट इज यूजली possible only and only in saturated solution. I told you, then only there will be equilibrium, but it is in any type of solution. It can be saturated or it can be unsaturated. Clear? Or it can be saturated or it can be unsaturated. Clear? And second point we can give, in the solubility product, what is it? It is a product of ionic concentration. Am I right? Ionic concentration in saturated solution ही होती थी ना हमारे पास. It was simply product of ions. जब हमने AgCl लिखा था, AgCl में क्या था? KSP was equal to Ag positive into Cl negative. Like that we have written CaSO4. क्या लिखा था? Product of Ca2 positive and SO4 2 negative. Okay. But in the ionic product, as we know very well, it was a usually product of H positive and the OH negative ion. Yes or no? Is a product of H positive and the OH negative ion. Clear? At any concentration. Okay. Then after that, beta, one more point is there. One more point of difference we can write, that solubility product. What is it? Solubility product has a fixed value. Has a fixed value. Okay, solubility product has a fixed value for a salt at constant temperature. Okay, but for the ionic product, for the ionic product, okay, its value will change with the change in concentration of ions. Its value will change with change in concentration of ions. So once again I am repeating all the points. Number one, I told you solubility product is applicable only for saturated, but it is applicable for all type of solution. Okay, second point what I told you, that solubility product is usually product of concentration of ions in the saturated solution, but here it is usually product of H positive and OH negative at any type of solution. Then solubility product value is fixed at the constant temperature, but its value is changing with the change in concentration. So this is very very important point. Then after that beta, very important point is there, calculation of KSP. How to calculate KSP? Okay, that only we have to do it one by one. Okay student, then whensoever we are talking about to calculate the KSP, okay, or you can say the relation between solubility product and the solubility. You see please all of you, let it be, we are having this one AgCl double arrow becoming Ag positive and the Cl negative. Okay, then what you are going to do over there, here must see all of you can write over there S, here you can write S solubility. So KSP will be, okay, here the KSP will be S square. Okay, then S will be equal to square root of the KSP. Clear? So S will be there, square root of the KSP. Same way I'm going to take another example. Let it be, I am having a salt CaF2. Okay, then it is going to give the ions Ca2 positive plus 2F negative. So it is going to give S and 2S. Then KSP will be equal to Ca2 positive, 2 positive and F negative the square. Why square came? Because there was a 2. So here S and here 2S square. So it becomes 2 into 2, 4. 4S cube. KSP will be equal to 4S cube. Are you getting my point? Same way beta. Suppose if we are having a salt like this way, like this, let it be AB3 type of salt. AB3 type of salt. Then it will be A positive plus 3B negative. Then KSP will be equal to what? Here it is S and here it is 3S. Then KSP will be equal to what? KSP will be equal to A positive into B negative the cube. So here is S, here 3S cube. 3 3 9 27. So it will become KSP will be equal to 27 S4. Fine. Have you understood my point, what I told you? Like this way we can calculate. Okay student, after that is a very very important point. Okay, important point is here कि when the precipitate will be formed, will be formed. Okay, and just remember this one, what I am going to tell you over there, that if the ionic product of the ions in a salt is more, ionic product समझते हो, Kw will be more than that of KSP. Value of Kw is more than that of KSP, then only PPTs will be formed. Okay, if it is less than the KSP, then PPTs will not be formed. Once again I am repeating you, if the product of the ionic concentration, means Kw is greater than the KSP, then only there will be formation of PPTs. Okay, I am going to explain you with one example. Let it be okay, let it be we are having a BaF2 salt. Now ionic product of BaF2 is given to us 2.5 into 10 raised to power minus 6. Okay, and its KSP value is 1.7 into 10 raised to power minus 6. Now tell me, which one is more? Which one is more? Yes, I think it's very clear to you to all. Which one is more and which one is less? Yes, student. But the ionic product is here greater than that of the solubility product. It means PPTs will be formed. Okay, PPTs will be formed. Just remember always कि whenever ionic product is greater than that of the value of the KSP, then PPTs are going to be formed. PPTs are going to be formed. But ऐसा क्यों होता है? Because when ionic product is greater, the reaction will move in a backward direction. Reaction is going to start to move in a backward direction, and when the reaction is going to move in a backward direction, then what is going to happening over there? PPTs will start to form. PPTs will start to form. Okay, student. So by that we have completed this chapter of the ionic equilibrium. Okay, thank you very much to all.